Welcome back. Let's continue the discussion now on the cholera outbreak in Lagos, and now being joined on the program by the Executive Director, Center for 21st Century Issues, Titi Lokwe Akosa. Thank you very much, Titi, for coming on the program.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, so this is, it's certainly not a good one at all. How bad is the situation in Lagos? I mean, talking about this cholera outbreak.
Really, when we are talking about how bad it is, we need to go and look at what the data that is coming out from the Lagos State Ministry of Health. And I think as at yesterday, there was a data. Yeah,
that's as at the 19th of June.
Yeah, posted as at the 19th of June, 2024, that we've have about over 20 deaths due to cholera.
And I think I have that data here
yeah.
on the handle of the Commissioner for Health. That's Professor Akin Abayomi.
Yeah.
It says exactly 24 deaths. Yeah.
Yeah, we have about 417 suspected cases. And then about, I think, 35 confirmed cases. So that is what is happening. So it now means that...
So clearly it's bad. Because if the number of confirmed cases is between 35, as you said, 35 or 37 or so, and then you have fatality rate at 24, then that's clearly bad. Yeah,
the death rate is what is really giving us those, the kind of problems and challenges. Because if we can have about 24 deaths, it means that those are the ones that we can account for. So what about the ones we can't account for, those who did not present to the facility, the health facility? So maybe there are things happening in the community that we are yet to know. So it's very, very important that all efforts are geared towards ensuring that people understand what is happening and the kind of safety measures that they need to take. So, and if you look at the suspected cases, you may be wondering what the suspected cases means. Suspected cases means that there are people who have come in contact with those who have died or the confirmed cases.
Oh, I see.
So we need to trace them. So as many people that have come in contact...
So some kind of contact tracing may be going on as we speak.
It's already going on, yes. It is the contact tracing that is giving us those numbers of suspected cases. So we need to look at all those people who have come in contact with confirmed cases and those who have died. So we need to go down the line. Who met with who? Where did those people go? So we need to continue to trace it to be sure that those who are down the line also are not down with cholera, maybe eventually they also die. And if you look at the number 24 of the numbers of people who have died, it is those who have presented late to the facility. Those who have been managing it at home, who did not even understand whether it is cholera or not.
Couldn't it also be because of, as the commissioner has said, that this might just be a more deadly strain?
Yeah, I mean, no doubt about it, it's a deadly strain. But if people present early to the facility, the treatment is free of charge, and they will take all the important measures and then give them the right treatment so that it will never result into death. And I think that a lot of us in this country will take things lightly, and perhaps it may be because some people just felt that I may need to go and pay to treat myself, and then some of them also are not registered under the Lagos Eco health insurance that will, of course, enable them to have those.
Do you think that's just the case?
I say it's part of.
Some people have said, look, there wasn't enough awareness for this. There wasn't enough awareness from the agencies, the health authorities.
Let us say the truth. Cholera is not a new disease.
Absolutely,
yes. It's not a new disease. And it is not new that people understand where it originates from. So, obviously, if you look at all the handles of the most important health institution in Lagos State and even across Nigeria, everybody has been churning out information as to what people need to do. And most of these things that we need to do, they are more personal. Let's be frank with ourselves. We need to ensure that we adhere strictly to personal hygiene. Of course, nobody will come and help you to take care of yourself, to clean yourself up, to clean your houses, to ensure that the food you put in your mouth is clean and well cooked. These are things you have to supervise by yourself. Apart from some other things that could come from the environment, first of all, your personal self, you need to take care of it by ensuring that the kind of water you drink, you ensure that it's clean and safe to be taken. A lot of force patronized sachet water, and we also know that most of our taps are not running in Lagos. So people resort to self-help when it comes to water that they need to drink, to cook their food, and to do some other domestic chores. So if that is within your hand, then it means that you must ensure that the water you drink is pure, is safe.
And open defecation is also a problem in this city.
Of course, that was what I'm talking about when we talk about what comes from the environment, because people go about defecating openly all throughout the whole of Lagos. And of course, when government starts taking, of course, imposing sanctions, then things will change. People will start saying all sorts of things. So these are things that we as individuals need to take care of concerning ourselves.
Now, you look at the graph presented by the state government. I'm sorry, they present on the handle of, the X handle now of the Commissioner of Health. The peak period was on the 10th of June. That's when we had the highest number of cases. And from then on, we can see that it's actually going down. I'm going by the graph now. Yeah. It's actually going down. But then on the 15th of June, we saw a slight rise. And then on the 17th of June as well. And then 19th of June, reported low. We don't know what the situation would be at the moment, but it appears to be, going up and down, even though it's coming down.
Yeah. When you are looking at, you have to also understand the graph. And that was why I was trying to explain what confirmed cases means. What suspected cases mean. Suspected cases does not really mean they have been confirmed. It is just believing that because they come in contact with confirmed cases, or those who have died cholera-related deaths they have come in contact with them, there is this possibility that they also may be down with cholera, but that is not something that you can take home and bank on. But contact tracing will help us to determine whether some of them have come down with cholera, in which case some of them will move to confirmed cases. And if they are not down with cholera and they are okay, it means that they are being removed from the list of suspected cases, because stools will be taken, and some samples water samples will also be taken to the lab to do all the important analysis to understand whether people are also going to be confirmed or not. So once they have taken the necessary stool and important things they need to do the analysis, then it is the analysis that will tell us whether out of those suspected cases, some of them have not come down with cholera and they can be removed from the contact tracing list, to be sure. So that this issue of contact tracing is really very important also in containing this cholera outbreak.
You're an environmentalist, I know that. What exactly would you be telling people in this city? Especially in those congested areas, where you have population density. You look at the areas that have been identified as the most affected. These are areas that are highly populated in the city.
I think Lagos Island is one of them.
One of them.
I think
Koshofe is also one of them.
Yes, it's one of them. And I think there's Agege also. Yeah. And also, these are areas, in fact, let's say the truth, there's hardly an area in Lagos that is not congested because of the kind of population we have. So because we already know our situation, what it now means that people will ensure that they stay in a house that is well ventilated. So if you cram yourself in a house, it will also be very important for you to space out, come out, and get a lot of fresh air. You understand? And then again, ensure that wherever you stay, where you are sleeping, at the end of the day, you make it very sparkling clean. Even if it is a small room, no matter how small, the most important thing is cleanliness. The most important thing is cleanliness. Are we ready to clean our houses, ensure that our houses are sparkling clean? Are we ensuring that where we cook our food is also sparkling clean, and where we source our food from, ensure food safety? Then when you are cooking your food, just cook it very well. Don't do half boil or half cook, because you don't know where some of these things can come into the food, and then you take it and then you come down with cholera. So these are very important things that we need to do. We also need to ensure that our environment is sparkling clean. Within our houses, yes, make it clean. But you're surrounding your houses, make sure you clean it. You ensure that you disinfect everywhere, so that the issue of flies moving from one place to another also. You understand that flies also can aid in the spread of all these things when they come on our food. and so many other things. So it's very, very important for us here right now as human beings and somebody who is very serious about our personal hygiene to take all these things serious.
Titilope Akosa, Executive Director, 21st Century Issues. Thank you very much for coming on the program. Thanks for sharing your time with us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. We'll take a short break now. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Don't go away.
Opinions are free. Facts are sacred. But truth is universal.
How, in practical terms, can we, for instance, de-escalate the tension?
When you go into public office, you must be ready to answer to the people.
We know where the enemy is. 3 places. The Lake Chad Basin, the border area between Nigeria and Cameroon, and then the Sambisa Forest.
On DEJI360, we give you a complete dose of everything. Opinion, facts, and undiluted truth.
I hardly believe what politicians say in this part of the world.
A new Nigeria is possible, a future is possible.
We delve into the issues, dissect it so that you can understand it, use it to take action.
I don't think there's any need for any governor to look for grant for ranching.
DEJI360, dissecting the issues.